Welcome to Your Cyber Path, the podcast that helps you get your dream cybersecurity job by sharing the secrets of experienced hiring managers and top cybersecurity professionals with you. Now, on to the show.
And then, the other thing you had mentioned previously to me was that, as you were applying for all these jobs, as you said, 134 jobs. One of the things I'm curious about is when you were applying for those jobs, were you using the same resume? Were you modifying it for each job? What was your technique and tactic there?
So usually, since I've taken so many courses and done so many different CTFs, I would like remove certain things that are more relevant to the job posting. So, for example, if it was more of a blue team role, I would include some like malware versus engineering courses I've taken. But if it was more of a red team role, I would include like some web app courses I've taken. So it was the same template, but there were just a few points changed. I think, one of my biggest problems were probably my resume. Looking back in hindsight, I think I should have gotten more revisions. I had one person say it was great, which was great. But if you're, applying 10 places and you haven't heard anything back and you qualify for those roles, I think you need to go back and get someone else's opinion, have them weigh in on it, and then make changes until you start getting some feedback back.
Yeah, I think that's a great point because when you're looking at your resume, if you're using the same one each time, it's not going to land with that particular hiring manager. They want to feel like you're the only person in the world for them, right? They want to feel like you wrote this specifically for them. Now, does that mean you have to write 134 different resumes? Well, no. What I usually recommend is you kind of create one master resume, and then based on that, you, like you said, you delete things that don't matter, right? So my master resume might be 5 or 10 pages, but the resume I'm going to submit is only going to be 1, maybe 2 pages. And so I do want to make sure I'm highlighting things that are relevant to that particular position. So if I look at the job description, it says, must be familiar with Fortinet firewalls and must understand Juniper routing and blah, blah, blah. I'd want to make sure I have those keywords based on my experience highlighted and showing. Whereas if they're talking more about, this is a reconnaissance-based penetration testing role, must know open source intelligence, I would want to talk more about things like Meltigo and Shodan and maybe even Nmap if I'm going to do a little bit of active reconnaissance and all my reconnaissance stuff as opposed to my attack stuff. But having that long list of everything makes it very quick to be able to do 134 resumes just by deleting out the things that aren't relevant and then applying. So I think that's a good strategy.